Hey there, Rivet crew. Happy Wednesday. We have our weekly interval workout on tap today. We're doing 3 5-minute AMRAPs with a 3-minute rest in between each one. So work for 5, rest for 3, work for 5, rest for 3, work for 5, and you're done. It's a whole workout. Each AMRAP today starts with a buy-in with double unders. Buy-in just means that happens once at the beginning of the 5 minutes, and then you don't go back to it anymore. And then the remainder of the 5 minutes is the AMRAP part. We have some lateral over-the-bar burpees and some overhead squats today. I've given you some time caps on those double unders. Ideally, if you're somebody who not super smooth with double unders yet, I don't want you to spend too long with the jump rope. I want you to get to the other stuff in the workout, the squirt portion of the workout. So I've given you some time caps there. Keep that in mind. And if you're doing single unders today, just do 1.5, the number on the board. Again, I think I've given you those as well. But anyway, you do your jump rope first. And the idea, I would say, be aggressive with the jump rope today. One strategy-wise, this is a good day to really try to go for it as far as speed and getting it done quickly, because we want to maximize how much time we have for the AMRAP part, the burpees, and the overhead squats. And the trick is to go really hard on your double unders, go big sets, go hard. And even if you are winded after that, go ahead and get right onto those burpees and kind of slow those burpees down a little bit and that's a chance to kind of catch your breath. I know it sounds weird, but it's actually true. Go hard on the double unders, big sets. Slow down the burpees just a little and focus on your breathing while you're doing these, right? Burpees is definitely a 2-breath movement. You can breathe at the top, you can breathe at the bottom. And if you do that in such a way, you can actually catch your breath after the double under. So try to do this. And then big goal today, or secondary goal, big goal today, is to go as unbroken as possible on the overhead squat. So try to set yourself up with weights that you can go unbroken ideally, or maybe one break at the most in each of your sets today. Because once you get that bar up there, we want to try to get some nice big sets. Again, ideally unbroken or maybe one break at the most. Look at those weights. You're supposed to have basically a light, a medium, and a kind of heavy weight. The reps go down, which is nice. We got 15 in the first one, we got 10 in the second one, and a mere 5 overhead squats in the third one. Of course, we only have 5 burpees as well, so we're going to get back to the squats. So there you go. Score today as many rounds of reps as possible of the burpees and the overhead squats. The double unders do not count towards your score. Something to think about is body position. We have movements that work well together. We have movements that don't work so well together. So think about this when you're working out today. So first off, jump rope. We're going to start with a fairly lengthy amount of time where we're just pretty much on the toes. And then we move on to our burpees where we have the chest down and the heels up a lot. What we really don't want is those two things carrying over to the overhead squats, which are going to be opposite. We actually want to keep that chest up, right? We don't want to knock that chest dropping down toward the floor, because then the hands come forward, the bar comes forward, bad things happen. So when you're squatting today, all right, chest up and out. Think about that big proud chest, right? Part of a good position for an overhead squat. And then heels on the floor, right? That's probably the big one there. I don't want that, because we have kind of the heels up in the burpees and the heels up in the jump rope. So make sure we have that whole foot firmly planted, especially the heel. A big challenging part of the overhead squat, of course, is balance. So if you can have that whole foot planted on the floor and kind of the weight evenly distributed between the front part and the back part, right? Toes down, balls of feet down, heels down. It's going to make those overhead squats a little bit smoother. So pay attention to that. And then your extra credit finisher today is some push jerks, some barbell cycling practice. You want you to take this from the rack. Don't worry about cleaning it. Take it from the rack. I want you to change your weights as you go. Just have the one bar. As you can see, these are all based on percentages of your 1 rep max push jerk. If you do not have a 1 rep max push jerk, you can either estimate it, make your best guess on this one, or you can use this time to do that instead. 1 rep max push jerk, of course, dip, drive, and dip, right? We get to dip, and then we get to dip a second time as we go up overhead. If you're doing the 12-9-6, rest a minute, then you went 6-9-12. Building up in weight and then back down in weight again. That's all I got for you. All right. Have a great workout, guys. Happy Wednesday. Talk to you tomorrow.